See, African American women got us beat for a reason. We make stupid, grievous errors like what the Black Authority did on that show, and what Sergeant Willie Pete and Captain Solo sat up there and said nothing as a reply. They didn't say, get off Cavalry's back, that's some crazy stuff. They just sat there. And Sergeant Willie Pete, I'm going to stop right there. What we have to do next, what we have to do is move on. I'm just going to say a few words. All right. This is what I'm going to do. This is a lifeboat for three. What I'm going to do is I'm going to let you guys live to fight another day, because what you did was make a mistake. Black people, I'm going to say this real clear. The days and the time of following people just because they had the loudest voice is over. It can't go on like that any longer. We have to base our leaders on their intelligence and their dedication and what they're willing to do for all of our people. Solon Black, never laugh at one's relationships. It is detrimental. People take that very seriously. You can say all the shaloms you want, but know this, you are in the minority. People are watching. Sergeant Willie Pete, what you did was simple. You led the fool to me. Your dissent gave the idiot power. Know this. Also know that you may have a great voice, but you still are young. It's a lesson that I learned long ago. You cannot know what everybody is thinking, especially someone who just may be smarter than you. But you two are free. Captain Solo, you have to drop the 70s pro-black man thought process. It doesn't work. It is obsolete. It's not your fault. I remember it too, but I had to let it go. It's no longer important to us. I'm going to put it to you this way. Brother, you are now on the beach. Why are you still holding a machete? Get into the crystal clear blue water and get some sun. It's okay. We're going to have a great time. Guys, just do a better job of protecting your men. Stand up for what is right and smite down what is obviously wrong. Just be the best. Now let's move on. Now this brother as a young man was beaten up multiple times by white racist men. And why? Well, simply because he was black. Not because he was with a white woman, not because he was with a black woman. Just simply because he was black. At 14 years of age, Louis Gates was attacked. He received a crippling injury to his leg. It took multiple surgeries to repair what had been done. When asked, the doctors explained the reason for his injuries was that he was uppity. And that's why he walks with a limp. Henry Louis Gates, Jr. Bet you didn't know he had Gates, did you? One of the nation's leading black scholars. Edited Africana, the encyclopedia of the African American experience. Discovered The Bondwoman's Narrative, the first known novel written by an African American woman who had been a slave. That was his great gift to you. General editor of the Norton Anthology of African American Literature. First African American in Piedmont, West Virginia to openly date a white woman. In 1996, he said, "Do you stop being black by being successful? In the 1950s, the blackest thing you could be was a doctor or a lawyer. But after the 60s, genuine blackness was equated with rebellious identity. Did you hear that? That's a travesty of tradition. Married white woman Sharon Adams in 1972. They are still married with 2 adult daughters. Henry Louis Gates Jr. You should remember him. You've seen him a whole lot. Interviewed with Tom Joyner. He doesn't have a problem with this man because he knows exactly who he is and he knows exactly who came before him. He also interviewed with Oprah Winfrey. Also Whoopi Goldberg. Also Chris Tucker. Also so many others, tracing their lineage back to Africa. PBS, all these stations, do you remember now? So quick to cast out your best, huh? Not anymore. I don't think so. The big switch up. Black Authority came on here as if he was our friend, as if he identified. No, he never identified. He had a plan. He was going to switch this up. I understand now. I had haters, man. I didn't know. I thought we was all brothers locked in arms. But this brother hated me. I don't know why. But in actuality, we all know why. It's because of the white woman. He was so pro-black, he forgot to read. Again, I have to say, what a dummy. Okay, now on to the conclusion. I hope you guys are ready.